How to fix a broken marriage and save your relationship. Be honest with yourself and your spouse. Sometimes it's easier to put your head in the sand and ignore the problems. But your marriage won't get any better if you do this. Sit down and be honest with yourself about the state of the marriage. Then, take your feelings to your spouse and have a deep, heart-to-heart talk. Have a talk. This is an obvious step, but it needs to be done. You can't map out a plan for the future if you don't even talk about your problems to begin with. Just listen. While your spouse is explaining their point of view, just listen to them. Don't talk. Don't interrupt them. Instead, stay calm and don't get defensive. Make a list of things that both people want to change. In order to rebuild your marriage, things obviously need to change, on both sides. So, both of you need to write down and talk about what needs to be changed in the marriage. You can't rebuild your marriage if you aren't spending time together. It seems obvious, but you need to rediscover each other. And spending quality time talking and doing things is imperative. Take a good look at yourself. It takes two to tango. I'm sure you've heard that saying before. In other words, problems in a relationship are rarely the sole responsibility of just one person. Take a look at your behaviors and speculate how they might have contributed to the state of your marriage. This is a very common question that I am asked, which does not have an easy answer. In fact, my first instinct is to answer, it cannot be done. I truly do believe it takes two committed people to rebuild a marriage. However, if you don't have a willing spouse, you can try these steps if you are desperate enough to try to go it alone. Relationships always develop patterns. Some are good, and some are bad. So, you need to look for recurring themes in your marriage that may have gotten you into trouble. Once you identify them, try something new instead of repeating the same actions in the future. Rebuilding a marriage is not easy, but it can be done. The easiest way to have a healthy relationship is to not let it break down in the first place. However, since that's not an option, all the tips in this video will definitely put you both on the path to resurrecting what was lost. Like and subscribe to this channel.